Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel. Kody Brown betrayed. Secret fifth wife reveals shocking evidence in court, and the scandal has shaken the sister wives' world to its very core, igniting whispers, speculation, and outrage as fans and critics try to process what this revelation means for the already fractured Brown family. For years, viewers believed that the infamous polygamist story was confined to his marriages with Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robin. But this explosive courtroom drama has shattered that illusion, introducing a mysterious secret fifth wife whose very existence seems to undermine everything the Brown patriarch has claimed about transparency, honesty, and his so-called spiritual leadership. And what makes the situation even more jaw-dropping is that this woman, who had allegedly been quietly tied to Kody for years in a secretive spiritual union outside the knowledge of the show's cameras, has now chosen to step forward in court with what she describes as shocking evidence, including documents, text messages, financial records, and even recordings that could unravel the very foundation of Kody's carefully crafted narrative, with her claims suggesting that Kody not only misled the public but also betrayed the legal, spiritual, and emotional agreements he had with the rest of his wives, leaving fans to wonder whether this was the final nail in the coffin of his already crumbling reputation. As the courtroom buzzed with tension, whispers of financial improprieties and hidden property deeds tied directly to this secret relationship began to surface, with many pointing out that the revelation lines up eerily with long-standing rumors about Kody's controlling behavior, secret financial maneuvers, and obsessive desire to protect Robin at the expense of the other wives. And now, with a fifth woman in the picture, the puzzle pieces start to form a disturbing mosaic of betrayal and manipulation. One that paints Kody as a man willing to sacrifice the trust of his family for power, image, and hidden intimacy. The evidence reportedly revealed by this mysterious woman included screenshots of Kody promising her parts of Coyote Pass land, funds from joint accounts he shared with Mary and Janelle, and even statements about his disdain for Christine that went far beyond what fans witnessed on TLC. And in one shocking moment, she allegedly played an audio recording of Kody admitting that he never loved some of his wives but stayed with them for optics and the television money, a revelation that left the courtroom gasping and has since caused sister wives fans online to erupt in furious debates about whether Kody was ever the family man he pretended to be. Legal experts watching the case unfold have hinted that this evidence could spell major trouble for Kody financially, particularly if it is proven that he funneled family resources into supporting this secret relationship, which could mean fraud, breach of contract, and even possible criminal liability if the funds were misused. While emotionally, this has created an even deeper fracture between him and his children, many of whom already distanced themselves after watching their mothers suffer through years of neglect, favoritism, and emotional abuse on national television. Mary, who endured decades as Kody's first wife only to be emotionally discarded, is said to be furious upon hearing that her sacrifices and financial contributions might have been redirected to a woman no one even knew existed, while Janelle, pragmatic and sharp as ever, is reportedly considering legal action to reclaim assets she suspects were misappropriated, and Christine, now happily married to David Woolley, has expressed relief that she escaped when she did, pointing out that this revelation only proves what she had been saying all along, that Kody was not the man he claimed to be, and that he was always operating with hidden motives. Robin, however, appears to be caught in the crossfire, with fans wondering whether she knew about the fifth wife or whether she, too, had been betrayed, though critics insist that Robin's long-standing history of secrecy and manipulation suggests she may have been complicit in keeping this woman hidden from the rest of the family, a theory that, if proven true, could mean that Robin's carefully maintained image of loyalty and victimhood was nothing more than another layer of deception. The court documents reportedly reveal that this secret marriage dates back several years. During the height of the family's Coyote Pass drama, which means that while Kody was publicly lamenting his financial struggles and blaming Christine, Janelle, and Mary for his misfortunes, he may have been secretly investing in property and assets connected to this other woman, raising the possibility that the entire family feud was built upon lies designed to conceal the truth about his secret life. Sister Wives fans are now reeling at the thought that the show, which was marketed as an honest look at polygamous life, may have been concealing one of the biggest secrets of all, and TLC itself is reportedly scrambling to determine whether they knew anything about this alleged fifth wife, with speculation mounting that executives could face backlash for hiding the truth from viewers. Though some insiders claim that production was just as blindsided as the public, the fallout from this revelation is immense, not only because it undermines the narrative of sister wives but because it speaks to larger themes of betrayal, secrecy, and the dangers of unchecked power in spiritual unions, and fans are left asking how many more secrets Kody Brown might be hiding, whether more women will come forward, and what this will mean for the future of the family, the show, and Kody's legacy. In court, the fifth wife reportedly spoke with calm determination, explaining that she was no longer willing to be hidden in the shadows while Kody publicly smeared his other wives and painted himself as a victim, and her bravery in revealing the truth has sparked a firestorm of both support and skepticism, with some praising her for exposing the lies while others question why she stayed silent for so long, though most agree that the evidence she presented is damning and could change the trajectory of Kody's life forever. And as fans process this shocking twist, one thing has become clear: Kody Brown's empire of control, secrecy, and manipulation is crumbling faster than anyone could have predicted, leaving only wreckage in its wake, and the revelation of a secret fifth wife may very well be remembered as the moment that finally brought the entire sister wives dynasty to its knees, because betrayal at this level is not just a crack in the foundation, it's a complete implosion of the carefully crafted facade that Kody spent decades building, and now that the truth is out, no amount of spin, excuses, or reality TV editing can save him from the fallout that has only just begun. Kody Brown betrayed. A secret fifth wife has come forward, and the courtroom drama surrounding the sister wives patriarch has reached levels that not even the most devoted fans of the series could have predicted, as whispers, rumors, and half-truths that have trailed him for years have now erupted into a very public scandal, with a woman who claims she was secretly married to him stepping into the spotlight, armed with evidence that she insists will change everything about how the public views him, how the courts will rule on property division, and how his former wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, will respond to the knowledge that they were not the only ones bound to him in covenant or legal ties, because this fifth wife, who for years stayed in the shadows, has declared that she possesses text messages, financial records, hidden bank transfers, and even handwritten letters from Kody himself that suggest he was managing an entire parallel marriage while simultaneously projecting the image of a man drowning in marital drama on television, pleading poverty to his wives and the world while apparently spending lavishly on someone else. And this has triggered not only a legal quagmire but also a cultural reckoning for viewers who once tuned in to watch the challenges of plural marriage, now forced to confront the possibility that the man at the center of it all wasn't just a struggling husband trying to keep his family intact, but a manipulator orchestrating secretive moves that betrayed both the trust of his wives and the fans who followed his every word. The courtroom atmosphere has been described as electric, with Kody himself reportedly showing up defiant one day and broken the next, pacing in front of the judge, pointing at this so-called fifth wife and denying everything, only to be countered by her calmly producing photographs of them together on vacations, copies of emails in which Kody allegedly promised her land on Coyote Pass once the dust settled with his other wives, and even testimonies from mutual friends who confirmed that she had long been the hidden partner in his life, tolerated in whispers but never formally acknowledged, and now that tolerance has snapped into full-blown exposure because she is no longer content with secrecy, she wants recognition, compensation, and most importantly, justice, claiming that she gave years of her life to a man who consistently told her that her day would come, that she would be introduced to the family, that she would be part of the vision, but instead she watched as the Brown family imploded on screen and her role remained invisible, which to her is the ultimate betrayal. Legal analysts covering the proceedings have been stunned at the layers of complexity this adds to an already tangled family empire. Questions arise about whether Kody violated laws regarding marriage registration, whether financial fraud could be involved if money meant for family expenses was diverted elsewhere, and whether the other wives, especially Mary and Janelle, who recently finalized land sales and settlements, could reopen their cases if it's proven that Kody was hiding assets or deliberately misleading them during their separations, because courts do not take kindly to withheld financial disclosures, and this woman's evidence, if it holds up, could mean that Kody not only faces reputational ruin but also financial penalties, possible criminal investigations, and a total collapse of what remains of his empire. The irony is that for years fans debated whether Robyn was truly his favorite wife or whether Christine was the one who gave him the most joy before leaving. But now that this revelation has come to light, the debate has shifted entirely. Was Robyn even the last wife at all, or had she unknowingly shared her legally monogamous status with another woman who lurked just outside the spotlight, waiting for the right moment to reveal herself? And if so, then Robyn's own position as the legal spouse could be undermined in ways she never anticipated, especially if documents suggest that Kody attempted to bind himself in contract or covenant with someone else after his marriage to her. As reporters hound the courthouse, fans flood social media with theories, and former wives issue cryptic posts online. The saga takes on the quality of a modern-day morality play, where one man who once championed the idea of love, unity, and building a family on faith is now cornered by the very secrets he thought he could bury, facing questions not only about his character but about whether the family brand that sustained them for over a decade on TLC can survive this betrayal, because viewers do not forgive easily when they feel they have been lied to. And if Sister Wives was supposed to be a glimpse into the sacrifices and hardships of plural marriage, what does it become when the man at the center appears to have lived a double life? And so, the story continues to spiral, with Kody's lawyers scrambling to discredit the so-called fifth wife, painting her as an opportunist, a bitter woman seeking fame, while her own attorneys calmly assert that everything she brings is real, authentic, and verifiable, promising that the next round of evidence will be even more explosive than the last. And in that courtroom, with every gasp from the audience and every frustrated outburst from Kody, the image of the once confident patriarch crumbles further, leaving fans and family alike wondering not just whether the evidence is true but how much more betrayal has yet to be uncovered in the tangled, tragic story of Kody Brown.